welcome to the deep dive. So you're looking to get up to speed on the EAFC25 market, yeah? Specifically, what might happen with Team of the Week cards and maybe those higher-rated fodder players.
Exactly. You sent over some market intel, and the goal today is really just to cut through the noise, give you that shortcut to understanding potential shifts.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to spend hours figuring this stuff out.
Yeah.
So this is our mission. Understand the intel, spot the opportunities, maybe see where prices might be heading.
Let's do it. So your source material points to Team of the Week cards first.
Yeah. Says they're sitting around, what, 11,000 coins right now?
Yeah.
And it calls them almost risk-free, even a great investment.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty confident.
Yeah, almost risk-free is strong, but the context is key. The big thing your info highlights is this is the last Team of the Week release for EAFC25, the final one.
Okay, final one. So the tap gets turned off, basically.
Yep.
No more new supply hitting the market after this week.
Precisely. And while your update mentions a possible, best of Team of the Week promo coming.
Right, I saw that.
The feeling seems to be that I'll focus on the really high-end, expensive ones.
Yeah.
Your standard 11K totw card. It'll still likely be needed elsewhere.
Needed for what, though? Okay, the upgrade SBCs. Squad building challenges. Your sources say these cards will be required for those in the next few weeks.
Exactly. Those challenges where you trade in, say, a bunch of totw cards for a chance at something better. So supply stops, but demand from SDCs, well, it probably continues or even increases.
Which usually means prices go up.
Yeah.
Does the info mention past trends?
It does. It points to last year, early May specifically. Those totw cards apparently shot up. We're talking over 30,000 coins.
40,000 from like 11K now? That's a massive increase.
Huge potential, yeah. But your notes also mention a dip after that peak last year. Important detail.
Okay, why did they drop off then?
It seems the Team of the Season Live promo was the main reason. New, potentially better cards came out, and, well, they became the go-to items for SBCs instead of the older totws.
Ah, so something newer and shinier came along and took their place in demand. Makes sense.
Yeah, and there was also apparently a tradable totw SDC that briefly added more supply, pushing the price down temporarily before it recovered a bit.
Right, okay. So looking at this year, the expectation based on your sources is a similar rise after they leave packs.
That seems to be the baseline prediction, yes. But the interesting wrinkle your intel raises is if we don't get a big promo like Team of the Season Live that offers direct alternatives.
Then the rise could be even bigger, faster, maybe.
Potentially, yeah. Less competition for their role in SBCs could mean a stronger, quicker price increase. It really hangs on what other content EA decides to release around that time.
Got it. So watch TOTW, potential rise, but keep an eye on new promos. Okay, let's pivot to fodder. Higher rated cards, 84 to 90 maybe?
Yeah, those cards people mainly use just to complete SBCs. Your update talks about the Team of the Season warm-up event coming soon.
And why is that important for fodder prices?
Well, historically, that warm-up event, it pumps out a lot of SBCs. Player SBCs, challenge SBCs.
Right, gets people building squads.
Exactly. And that surge in SBCs creates huge demand for those 84, 85, up to 90 rated cards. Your sources say prices for these have jumped significantly during this event in the past 2 years, often from near their minimum price.
And the key point here is that the current situation is described as almost identical to those previous years.
That's what the intel suggests, yes. The setup looks very familiar, which leads to the recommendation in your notes.
Which is?
Consider stocking up on that 84 to 90 rated fodder now, while it's relatively low.
Okay. Buy low, potentially sell higher when the warm-up hits?
Yeah.
Or just use them yourself?
Right. The source calls it potential easy profit if you sell, or a cheap entry point if you plan on doing some of those upcoming Team of the Season SBCs yourself. You get the fodder before the price spikes.
So that's a strategy for either making coins or saving coins on future SBCs. That makes a lot of sense, especially if the pattern holds like your source expects.
Precisely. It leverages that consistent historical trend tied to the TOTS warm-up.
Okay, so let's quickly summarize for everyone listening. Team of the Week cards, the ones out now, look interesting. Supply is ending, SBC demand likely continues, so potential for price increase there.
Yep, but keep an eye out for new promo cards that might compete for that SBC demand, like TOTS Live did last year. That's the main uncertainty.
Right. And then for the higher rated fodder, 84s to 90s, the upcoming Team of the Season warm-up has historically pushed their prices up. So maybe a chance to invest or prepare for SBCs.
Exactly. Understanding these sort of market rhythms based on past events and current supply can definitely help you make smarter moves in EAFC25.
Definitely useful insights. Okay, Before we wrap up, here's a final thought based on all this. We've talked about expected patterns, historical trends, but what about the unexpected? How might some totally unforeseen event or, I don't know, a completely new type of promo just completely disrupt these predictions we've been discussing? Something to chew on.